In the last lesson, you have learned how to deal with pyramid type of pattern. This time we're going to reverse it. So here's some of the example of reverse pyramid. So let's start with this one. I'm going to copy and paste just to try to figure out how basically the pattern is behaving, and then we can go back to the code. Okay. So here what I will do, I'm going to create some rows. So let's do that real quick, just like before, so that you can understand the pattern. 1, 2, 3, there are 3 rows, and then we're going to create at least 5 columns. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And let's do one thing here. We're going to create some asterisk here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. And then we are going to create 3 asterisk in the middle. So let's do that here. And in the last row, we're going to create 1 asterisk. Okay, let's do that. Fair enough. And let me just create the row number as usual. This is R2, this is R3, and then we have C1, C2. Let's do it real quick. And then we have C3, C4, C5. Okay. Now let's try to figure out. I think you can pause the video and you can try to find the solution by yourself. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. All right, I think you already gave it a try. Now we are going to do it together. So first of all, how many rows we're going to create? If the user gave us the value of n, 3, then we're going to create 3 rows. So if I go back to the previous code that we were dealing for the pyramid, and so here, basically this loop is going to create the number of rows. We'll keep this one still same. And what about creating the space this time? So let's try to figure out how we're going to create the space. So here, if you look at the row number, you can figure out actually how the space is printing here. So for row 1, there is no space. Try to understand it here. But for row 2, there is 1 space. For row 3, there are 2 spaces. So always, if you think from the row number, there is 1 less, So what do I mean by that? For row 1, if you subtract 1 from row 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. So there is no space. For row 2, if I subtract minus 1, there is 1, of course, in the result, and there will be 1 space. Row 3 minus 1, so 3 minus 1 will be 2, and it's going to print 2 spaces. For spaces, we are going to use row minus 1. Let's do that here. We're going to use row minus 1. That should be all for this space. Now let's go back for the asterisk here, how we are going to print the asterisk this time. For the asterisk, what we can do here, I'm just thinking, of course, you can also think. So for this one, if we, think like we have the value 1, here we have the value 3, somehow we need to, use all of them so that it works for all these rows. Okay. So if I use n minus row number, so 3 minus 1 will be 2. Then if I multiply with 2 into 2 will be 4 and plus 1. So, okay. So I already figured this one out. So here I'm going to put it like this. Of course, you can think it like a different way. So here I'm going to write n minus row. And if I multiply this one with 2, let's see what happens. For the first row, 2 into n, always same, 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 will be 2, 2 into 2 will be 4. But I need 5 actually. So if I add plus 1 here, let's see whether it does work for others, for row 2. 3 minus 2 will be 1. 1 into 2 will be 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3. So it does work. So let's try the last one. 3 minus 3. So row value is 3 this time. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 multiplied 2 will be 0 plus 1. So it will be 1 asterisk. So this is the formula that we are going to use for printing the asterisk. Let's come back here. We are going to use something like this to multiply. And then we are going to subtract row from n. And in the end, we are going to add that here, plus 1. Okay. Now let's try. We're going to compile and run. Let's see whether it does work. This time I'm going to try with input 5. And there you go. It's working completely fine. So that should be all. I hope you got the concept here. Now you can try all other patterns from here. Let me just clear it out. There is no need for this one anymore. Let me just be real quick. And I want to keep a copy for this one so that I have some documentation in the end. So let me just go back here. I have already copied this one and paste it Where is my documentation? All right, fair enough. That should be all. Now, let's see whether we can complete one of them from here. So if I want to complete this one, this number reverse pattern, can we do that? Of course we can. So we have the loop, outer loop for creating rows. We have the loop for spaces. There is nothing we need to do. And also this one is responsible here for running the element number. And all we need to do here, we need to print the column. That should be all, because everything is ready. Only the thing we need to change is the element of each column. So here, if I try with 5, there you go, it's working completely fine. And now you can try others.